So two things we're going to do here. It's a georeferenced format, but it's not a geotiff. So to turn this into a geotiff, which is the format that embeds the reference file, click on the little flyout. Let's move that over. The flyout icon, convert to geotiff, and I'm going to add something so I know that that is georeferenced. Now, again, just a little warning about that standard versus ground control mode, but we do still want to save it. So there we go. Now we've got ourselves a geotiff, which we could use with Geographic Imager. We can use with Map Publisher if we want to align this to some vector data. You could open it in ArcGIS, but if you try to open it or import it with Google Earth Pro, you'll get a little warning saying it doesn't like it. So what we got to do is transform this to a format that Google Earth doesn't mind. I'll click on that little transform icon. This is the actual image. We set that before to pseudo Mercator, but we are going to transform this to just the standard WGS. This time I'll click on recent, WGS 84, hit OK, and then hit transform. Now this is where it doesn't matter necessarily where your north is pointing. Once you apply that transformation, it'll automatically position north to be up. All right, so this is now in a format that Google Earth should like. I'll go ahead and save this. You can do compression. LZW is fine. That just makes the actual file size much smaller than the 21 megabytes it'll be now. And I like to have transparency on. Otherwise, all of this area that is transparent will just show up as white. And yeah, you'll get a little warning about the transparency. Just save it anyway. Hit OK. If you have layers turned on, just hit OK. So that is now done. It lives where I saved it, right here. This is the file that you will be attaching to the Blackboard assignment. And of course, it'll be your unique map. If anyone uses the same one, I won't be happy. Before you attach that, it's a good idea to make sure it actually works. And back in Google Earth, I'm going to clear out my places just to get rid of those points. Don't need them anymore. And I'll make sure my database is turned off so I don't have any other layers. And why not, for dramatic effect here, I'll just zoom out and give the globe a little spin. All you should have to do is click on File, Import. Now I'm on the Mac. I don't need to tell it. I think if you're on Windows PC, you need to tell it that you want to do a TIFF. The Mac version just guesses automatically. I'll navigate to that file, hit open, and just like magic, it should line up. So it doesn't look too bad. Just like before, using the image overlay, you can rotate and squish this, but you don't want to because that just defeats the purpose of what you've just accomplished. I'll go ahead and hit OK. Let's zoom in and see how this looks. Under your places, you can highlight that particular thing that you imported and drag this bar here to see how well it lined up, and that's pretty darn good. You can see how these intersections, such as this area right here, lines up perfectly. Can all but guarantee you would not be able to get this close using the other method. So pretty good. The other nice thing about this, compared to using the image overlay option, is we've just imported a georeferenced image that you can use with any number of other geo applications. But why you may want to do this with Google Earth is it's really up to you. But the nice thing is you can now use this in conjunction with all of the other geo layers available to you. So for example, terrain. It automatically has that draped on top of a little bit of terrain that's in downtown LA, as well as 3D buildings. Now, your particular location may not have these many buildings, but if it does, I guess you'll know what to do with it. And any other number of Google Earth layers can be turned on and off to use this as a presentation tool. So anyhow, you don't need to send this particular KMZ. I don't want you to export it. I want you to try it before you upload it, because this is what I'm grading you on. In addition to a few other things, I'm looking for an image that I will be able to import into Google Earth Pro, and it should line up.